Is this recording right?
Storytelling is essential, and it's everywhere. So it doesn't matter whether it's a novel, a screenplay, a 30-second teaser. It's all about narrative. You need a hook at the beginning. You need a beginning and a middle and an end. Although, as Jean-Luc Godard said, not necessarily in that order. Yeah, I have a background in crime fiction and screenwriting. I think it all started when I was like 5 or 6. My mum, a few years ago, she found in the attic a little book. It was written in hand, and it said, "Cops and Robbers" by Cal, aged 5 3/4. So I think that's where it all started. I've had 5 crime novels published, and I've had animations and videos produced. And in a previous life, I worked in education, and I was an author in a university. And I then decided to move into media and tech.
I'm a digital marketing specialist here at Geneva Business School, and I see my role as blending the worlds of design, technology, and storytelling. My career key started in the realm of graphic design, of course, with a particular focus on 3D modeling and web design. During my studies, I was already working in the entertainment industry, where I got all my skills related to videography production and video editing. As I transitioned to freelance work, I delved later into rejuvenating brand identities and website design for many companies. And it was actually during this period that my fascination with technology and its potential to elevate creativity truly intensified. And as a web designer, I aspired to make my design much more dynamic, to transcend beyond the static visuals only. This aspiration led me to a pivotal decision during the COVID period that basically was learning how to code. And I immersed myself in the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, driven by the ambition to make my website design more interactive and engaging for the audience. And I'm also specialized in a couple of CMS like WordPress and Umbraco, and I was able in this way to seamlessly integrate design with functionalities.
I work with video and brand and to help create the content. And we're coming up with ideas. How can we really showcase what's going on here? So we create a video series called Unfiltered to get a fresh take on what students really think. And we have another series called Behind the Minds, which is to see what's really there behind the minds of our faculty members, and get their professional passion.
Here at Geneva Business School, my role is about leveraging these diverse experiences. So from graphic design, videography, to being also a webmaster. And each skill is instrumental in how we connect and communicate. For this, our goal is not only create a content that informs, but also deeply resonate with all our audiences.
After leaving education, I moved into tech and media, and I've had a few different roles. And one of them was in a company where we're developing a health app. And in that role, as a content lead, we had this amazing team of people where we'd create animations and videos and podcasts. And it was, I used all my background in writing crime fiction and in screenwriting for a health app. And for me, it's the same here in Geneva Business School. I've got these kind of amazing people who I'm working with, and together we're collaborating to create stories.
In this digital era, we must remember that our impact is not measurable only with technical skills or visual aesthetics, but by the stories we tell and the connection we established. For this, every project, every piece of content is an opportunity to engage, inspire, and create meaningful experiences. So the storytelling, in my opinion, is the heart of this process. Without a story, there's no message, and without a message, we cannot reach the people. So this is where the power of storytelling comes into play.
Yeah, I guess like everybody says, there's obviously AI. But what is AI? I've worked in a few different companies, and quite often people say, yeah, we have AI. Actually, they don't have AI. They just have maybe a bit of data. But it is a real thing, and there are some amazing tools and software out there which can really accelerate how you can technically craft a narrative. But I think it really has to be remembered is that it's a tool. So it's a tool which can really help us But it doesn't take away from human creativity, human collaboration. Yeah, you need that. And I do think sometimes that gets lost. So I think it's a trend. It's not only a trend, it's here. It's impacting us all the time. But we have to know how to use it. How to use AI for digital marketing to tell or to show a story. And you need human collaboration and creativity for that.
Is this recording right?
Yeah.
Okay.